Look at him go. What an absolute god. Every gym player in chat, keep your back straight. All of them are molding at this guy's godlike. What do you want?
Damn, bro, you can't say hi?
How's it going?
Okay.
Well, I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm chilling, you know, straight chilling.
Okay. I came in here to ask a few questions.
Yeah,
actually,
go for it.
just one or two.
You have 35 minutes, just giving you a heads up. God, yes. This
35 minutes? God damn, that's way too long. What? You think I'm here to talk for 35 minutes? Anyways. I've seen on your YouTube page that you've been uploading a whole bunch of like your fucking ex-wife, I don't know, wife still? I don't fucking know, right? Okay, so let me get it straight. Is it like the shit that you released, it's not that manifesto shit that you wrote, right?
Part of it. Why?
And what's the hold up? Why aren't you releasing all of it? Because at this point, like when I spoke to you a week ago or whatever it was, I told you already opened up Pandora's box when you went to your fucking DGG community that day. You had your argument with her. So like at this point, why don't you just fucking, you know what I mean, clean cut, release your fucking manifesto? Because you've been coming out saying, "Oh, this stupid bitch," and I think this is way messier than you just releasing the manifesto. But tell me why you think I'm wrong, because I assume you think I'm wrong.
Initially I typed shit in chat because I was really fucking molding one night. I probably shouldn't have done that, and I said as much. After I said I shouldn't have done it, though, her and Tim continued to made some statements publicly saying that I lied about everything. And then there was a whole bunch of weird shit being said behind the scenes. So I felt that I needed to expand on my position a little bit more. And then in the course of doing that, Tim was trying to goad the fuck out of me in chat. And then Melina tried to engage me in a wild private conversation, and then was also still saying more crazy things publicly and privately. Yeah, and then I think I was going to leave it, but then that Tim guy gave an interview with the Henry Resilient dude, where he just started saying a bunch of shit that I was saying was lies and making a ton of claims about himself. And I had receipts to counter every single thing he was saying. So yeah, I think initially I was probably going to just leave it, or think about like what I want to say about like stuff that I know is being said about me behind the scenes. But then when Tim gave that interview with Henry Resilient and said that I lied about everything, then I think that gave me basically carte blanche to just respond to everything he said, which kind of like let me neatly tell my little side of the story on some part of it. And then, yeah, but I think I was good. Like I'm fine with it. I imagine that like Melina would probably want to say something publicly to give some of her side if she wants to. She probably won't. I doubt she wants to, but if she did, she could. I'm not going to like do a response thing to every single thing I say. I just don't like when people call me a liar.
Okay. By the way, whenever you spoke, your mic sounded like you were like in, I don't know, like in a super windy place.
Yeah, there's a lot of wind outside my apartment always. I don't know why, but.
Okay. So, if I understood you right, if I could just summarize this in one sentence, you're basically counterpunching. You don't want to take the fucking offensive. You don't want to be the first guy to launch anything, even though technically you were when you came out in public on DGG chat. But that was only because she was talking a lot of shit in private behind the scenes.
Kind of. I shouldn't have said anything privately the first in DGG chat that first time. I shouldn't have said that. That was a mistake on my part.
True. That's something we both agree on. I mean, everybody, I guess, at this point. But here's the problem, though, right? You're saying that all you're going to do is just counter the fucking falsehoods that she's saying. That's your position. But you're the one who started. So eventually, this is just going to end up. What I'm trying to say is you're trying to delay the inevitable. Eventually, you're going to have to fucking release the manifesto, because I assume that either the Tim guy or her won't stop doing what they've already been doing. They've always been
I disagree.
talking.
I think Melina doesn't want to say anything about this publicly. I think she's been very careful about it for really good reasons. Melina hasn't really said much. She talks a ton of shit privately. Like at some point, maybe we need to address that. I don't know. But like Melina probably won't say much or do anything. The Tim guy is just he's a child, right? This guy's like many generations behind in terms of like mental development, and was way more confident than he had ever right to be, or any right to be, given like all of the dumb shit that I know he's said and done. So yeah, Tim was just a dumb fuck, and he just gave me kind of an opening to say my piece.
Okay, the private talk is what led to that mistake of you going to DGG. I assume. Okay, wait. You want to say something?
I don't know if the private talk is what led me to going to DGG. I'm going
off of what you said. Because you
No,
said
hold
we
on.
had that argument.
The initial thing that I said, or I'm sorry, I understand what you're saying. Maybe you're not. I got super molded over shit that Melina and I were talking about, but it wasn't because she was leaking a ton of shit privately to other people, although that was the case. But I just molded. That wasn't like a calculated, like I should reveal
No,
this.
it wasn't calculated. All I'm saying is because when you said the story, you said we had the argument, like you was at your PC and you just heard her like fucking talking to all the people and telling them, and she was crying, and you like, fuck, now she's going around telling all these people what just happened. Then you turned to DGG. That's why I said what I said. Right?
Sure, yeah.
So it wasn't that it was calculated. But what I'm trying to ask is, if it were that she's going to do what she's already been doing and has always been doing, which is being, behind the scenes telling people all your business, this, that, and third, will that be enough to say, fuck it, I'm gonna just like come out in public and say everything? And just say
Probably
my piece
not. I
one time
feel
and be
like
done
I've
with it?
said enough to establish my side of the story. She's probably still saying that I'm an abuser, blah blah blah. The only thing that would make me go more public is if wow, sure, thanks for the 100 subs, so much, buddy. Would be if she was saying things like he's a rapist or something. Then maybe I'd be like, okay, well, hold on. But
So there's 0%. Okay, not zero, but there's pretty much like no chance of her doing something that's going to compel you to come out full force.
very unlikely. It shouldn't have even gotten this far. Just that Tim guy is stupid, and she probably lied to Tim a lot about how much I knew about him.
And what's the random gold digging, like your titles on YouTube, gold digging allegation? This, because the last time I heard anything about this was the fact that you believe that she's not going to come after you for any money or ask for anything. And maybe I'm out the loop, but it went from she's not gold digging to like, oh my god, fucking, what the fuck happened there?
I don't think she's gold digging. I think that she just found out that her living situation in Sweden was changing significantly, and she probably feels like a little bit fucked financially because she wasn't expecting to be in that spot, I guess. But
Wait, not to pocket watch or anything, but somebody of her size with the fucking revenue streams that she has, like, how the fuck would somebody like that be fucked financially? Unless it's something to do with taxes, but that's neither here or there. Anyways.
yeah, in Europe, you're paying like 50-60% taxes on a small business. It's pretty wild, but
I don't know why the fuck anybody would live there, but okay. The Tim guy. So now that's the guy that can lead you to fucking just... Because again, okay, fuck Tim, right? Let me talk about you right now. Do you think that your response and the way that you're handling yourself, because in the beginning, when you did the, what do you call it, the cuck stream, where you were like, oh, she's my queen or she's my wife, I don't want to bury her, and literally within a week, fucking mental shift. I don't know what the fuck happened there, but you was like super, this is my queen, I'm not here to bury her, to like, I hate this bitch, I hope she rots in hell, right? Do you think if you just keep on doing what you're doing right now, it's just going to make like the whole thing even messier than it already is? Because in the beginning it was fine. In the beginning it was okay, unfortunate, there was a separation, but you handled it pretty well. You didn't come out and just fucking bury her. But then as time went on, you've been getting more and more like, no, fuck you, fuck this bitch, fuck everything. You've been getting more aggressive. So do you think that that's good for you? Do you think that's a good look? Because right now you seem to me like you believe that you're already like, I'm good. I've said my piece. I've changed people's minds. I've showed them the truth. But do you really believe that? Do you really believe that, or will you just keep doing what you've already been doing?
no, I believe it. I'm good. I'm done. The only thing that would change it is if the only thing that triggers me is if people come out and they say that I'm a liar. That's what triggers me. That's the only thing that'll set me off. If Melina comes out and talks for an hour about how like, well, actually, Steven was the shitty person in the relationship. He didn't communicate me about this. He lied or he cheated about this, or blah 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 blah. That's like, okay, fine, whatever. She wants therapy. I don't care. I mean, obviously, I'd prefer not to have my shit on the internet, but also she'd probably prefer not to have any of her shit on the internet, which I spread. So I mean, like, she has a right to like say her side of shit. But if Melina comes out and she's like, well, when Steven said this, he lied about all these things. Like, oh well, okay, well, in that case, let's talk.
Wait, hold on, stop. She has the right to come out and say her side, but her side won't be what you believe to be the truth. So if she says,
wait, hold on,
anything,
that's not true. There are two perspectives in a relationship. Right? So if Melina were to come out and be like, well, I didn't communicate about this thing because, I think that Steven's behavior demonstrated that he didn't give a fuck about me. When I was in Sweden for this time, yeah, maybe I didn't defend my husband, but how awkward that I have like this traumatizing court shit and my husband won't even be with me in Sweden while he's like fucking playing games all day and fucking random girls in America. So, fuck him, blah, blah, blah. I mean, she can have that perspective. I'm not going to sit here and fight with her on it. Like, no, that's not fair. Like, that's her perspective. That's fine. That's fair.
But we agree. We agree that's a very fine line to toe, pretty much. Because if she slips up in her fucking retelling of, the relationship and says something that you just believe paints you crazy, even though it's quote unquote her perspective. Because again, I'm pretty sure you're the guy who said whenever you went to like some, what's it called? Like a mutual friend and they were trying to both sides your fucking problems. You're the guy who said that, no, there's only one side. So
wow, Azure, thanks for the 100 gifts.
I understand where you're coming from because there's nuance involved.
Yeah, when I say there's only one side, I don't mean there's only one side. What I'm saying is there's only one set of facts. And sometimes we had disagreements on those sets of facts. So like we can have like multiple perspectives on a thing, but like there can only be one set of facts. And if Melina has a really hard time telling a story without getting the facts wrong, then I will respond. And you know what? That's her fault. That's her problem. That's something she needs to grow up and figure out. I have no problem going back and forth all day on that shit.
But you feel responsible for bringing it out into the public, even though she didn't want to do it.
I mean,
right?
A little bit, but not
her
that
hand is
much.
Forced, you know what I mean? Her
No, that's bullshit. No, that's a Melina.
Wait, hold on. Okay, wait, what's up? You admit that she didn't want any of this to be out in public. You brought it to the public in a moment of anger. So now if she comes out and says her perspective, which you don't have a problem with, but like I said,
hold on. The thing I'm taking issue is when you said her hand is forced. Okay. This is what I firmly believe, and if somebody wants to give me analytics or something from Melina's side or show something different, then we can have a conversation on that. But from my perspective, and I could be biased because I am me, but from my perspective, I shouldn't have leaked anything in DG chat. I shouldn't have said anything there at all. That is true. But the pushback that I got from leaking that, from people finding out that I was getting divorced, all the videos, all the tweets, all the celebs talking about it, and the negative fixation on me, I feel like that's probably worse than probably almost on those 2 days was probably more extreme than Melina's collectively gotten in this entire thing. That's my feeling. I could be wrong on that, but
yeah, but does that really matter? That you shot yourself in the foot, but also the bullet ricocheted and fucking hit her in the shoulder. You know what I mean?
Does it matter? I'm just saying that in response to you saying like her hand is forced. No, it's not.
It absolutely.
If Melina, hold on, wait. If Melina doesn't respond to anything that I leaked in chat, if she just went live, which I think she actually did, if she went live and she's like, well, I think that Steven lied about some things and blah blah blah, and just kept streaming, she'd probably be fine. Everybody forgot about it in like 3 days, and then it's your whatever. That's it. Her hand's not forced anywhere there.
So if you came out and you just, I don't think you necessarily exposed a lot of shit. I mean, you did say more than you had to, but I wouldn't say that her hand is super forced other than the fact that she has some shit that she didn't want public, now public. She's going to constantly face people telling her to speak about it. Eventually, and I know we may disagree with this, eventually she'll probably say a thing or two involving it.
No.
Eventually.
One, I don't think so, but two, again, where do you see this? Where do you see her being like, why are people telling her to speak about it? She doesn't have to say anything about it.
No, you know how these online garbage fucking relationship shits go, right? Like two people that were together for a long period of time.
I understand. I understand what you're saying, but when you say like you know how these go, I do. I know these go very well. I think I've been involved in more internet fighting than most people, and I know exactly how they go. The reason why I don't believe that in this case any of it applies is because even though me and Melina were together for 5 years, our communities are almost completely separate. We have like no overlap. We run in different social circles. We have totally different communities across all of our social media platforms, and we have almost no audience overlap. So Melina, like if Melina was like in my apartment and we had like 50% audience shared, yeah, she has responded because everybody watches me like, yo, what's going on with Destiny? Yo, what's happening with Destiny? But her community doesn't watch me. They don't know me. And none of her friends watch me or know me. So I don't think there's the same pressure. Whereas like, hold on. If like Nick and Melina were to break up, that's almost everything's gonna come out because everybody in the community. Or like when Mizkif and Maya broke up, there was probably a lot of pressure there too. But for me, Melina, our communities are almost completely separate. I don't think that there's a lot of pressure there.
Fair, but that's a technicality because it doesn't matter if the communities overlap because one community could just go fucking be OD and like be extra in the other person's place. So what I'm pretty much saying is DGG could be the ones going into her fucking place and giving her a hard time. Now, I know you've discouraged this, but just because, fucking boss man discourages it doesn't mean that people are going to follow. And I'm sure you've recognized that she has been receiving shit on her social media platforms. In fact, you're the one who spoke about it.
Yeah, I do. But like, the way that interaction works, you keep saying like, I do know. I don't know if you know, or I'm not like insulting you, but like the way that it works is, wow, Jesus Christ, bro, you're Santa Claus today. Thanks for having a good.
Yo, wow, how about you come to fucking kick.com/Karatos and show some fucking love
Jesus.
too, goddamn.
The way that it works is a fan base will brigade another person to try to figure out like what's going on. Is it true? Is this allegation? Did you really blah 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 blah? And after the streamer doesn't respond, people get bored and they leave in a few hours. Maybe they try it for 2 or 3 days, but if like 3 days at the most. But if the streamer's not responding, they don't engage, then people just like leave. Like, oh well, fuck this, Yeah.
What I'm pretty much saying is, don't you think? And you could tell me. I know the obvious answer, but like, try to elaborate on it. Don't you think that she'd probably have one free pass to like just let her shit go, just like you did?
I don't care about people letting their shit go. If she wants to let her shit go and try to like blow up some shit for me, that's fine. Go for it. Just don't lie. That's the only thing I don't want. Does that make sense? Just don't lie.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Like, I'm sure that there are logs that Melina could dig through where she's like, I was hurting here, and here's what I said to one friend. Like, I don't know if Steven loves me or is there for me. And then she leaks a log, and she's like, hey, can you, like, do this thing for me? And I'm like, actually, fuck you, bitch. Like, I'm busy working or whatever. And she's like, this is how Steven was like in our relationship. Well, fuck it. That's fine. That's fair. That's a perspective. I don't know if it was, like, that bad. But I'm saying, like, there are things that she could say that make me look bad, that paint me in a bad light, where she's showing it. And I'm not going to be like, well, I'm going to respond to every single part of her. Like, I'm not going to do it. That's fine. But if she lies about something, if she's like, oh, well, 3 years ago, I didn't want to sex him when he tried to rape me. I was like, well, okay, well, let's see exactly what happened 3 years ago.
No, use a softer example. I get what you're saying, but golly.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I'm not going to respond to every single thing. That's why I didn't even know if I was ever going to respond, even because Melina, I think on her stream, was like, Steven lied about some things. And then she like didn't say shit. And she was talking a lot of shit privately. I wasn't sure if I was going to respond or not. I don't think I had a plan to. But the day that I went live, and I was thinking about talking about things, that Tim guy did a whole ass interview with Henry and for like 6 minutes denied in explicit detail every single thing I said. I was like, oh, okay, well, it's like some Israel-Palestine shit. Was I territorial and expansionist from the beginning, or did I have a really good excuse from Egypt to, fucking go hard? I don't know. But
what's your thoughts on Henry and the videos that he did?
He's just a drama farmer who just, that's it. That's what Henry does.
So no hard feelings. It's just business.
I mean, obviously, I don't necessarily like the guy. I mean, he's like a drama farmer in like the worst way. But I mean, like, I don't think it was personal. I don't have like personal hatred for him or whatever. He's like a
no, because I watched a couple of videos. I'm not gonna lie. No, I don't glaze over here, but it was a bit crazy. Like the first couple of videos that he made, like he just completely took the Tim guy at face value.
Yeah, of course.
Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he just ran with it, even though his whole thing was, yeah, Destiny didn't show logs. I know you DGG people just want to believe him because he's fucking like your god or whatever, but we need logs. But at the same time, Tim didn't show any logs yet. He still went with it. But to be fair to him, right? To be fair to Henry, which by the way, maybe we'll have him kick or keep sometime in the future. Yeah. Why not? You know what I mean? Damn, Gina, thank you for the subs. I appreciate it. Why are you awing me right now? Stop.
Next one of my viewers, the damn Gina person. Go ahead.
Okay, W. Now you're my viewer. You're converted. Welcome to Islam. Okay, so with Henry, right? He changed his tune after you fucking released the fucking screenshots.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to talk about Tim. Don't you think? Now I know this is the demon that fucking ruined your relationship and all that stuff. But don't you think like you're a bit OD? Because like you could care less about this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking kill yourself, blah blah. I'm pretty sure I've never heard you discourage your fucking community to also like go super hard on him. I've also didn't hear you encouraging them, to be fair, so I didn't hear either side. But what's your thoughts on the way that you've been handling him? Especially since his shit was offline. It's different than somebody that fucks with you online. So therefore, it's like, okay, it's open, fuck it. Like, I'll go back and forth with them.
I mean, for Tim,
didn't
like,
really do much.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how. Wait, what did you say? Hold on.
He didn't do shit online too. It was
he
offline.
He did though. He tried to provoke the fuck out of me.
No, but that was after. No, that's after everything like came to light. I'm saying like.
I think when I was I think when I was talking a bit on my stream, and going through a few things, but I don't think anything in detail. I don't think I'd done anything in great detail. Like I didn't go through the timeline of the last 4 months. I don't remember what I was talking about. But Tim was in my YouTube chat, like trying to provoke the fuck out of me. Saying things like, oh, well, time is money, and I'm spending my time with Melina, and oh, I've got that cuck slayer riz, and oh, like I graduated from the top school. Oh, he doesn't have any Twitch money because he's banned. Like there was like 20 lines that were trying to provoke the fuck out of me. Don't nuke me, bro, so I don't have to nuke you. Like, gee, I didn't even respond to him that night. Yeah.
Within the timeline though, that's after you literally like just went full napalm on his ass.
Had I gone?
Yes, it was. Yes. Like, fucking go kill yourself. I don't care anything that happens to this guy. This guy's a bum. And again, like I've said, and you understand this. You understand, like, that's why I'm pretty sure you're the guy who said this as well. And this may be years ago. Fucking memory's acting up. But you're the guy who says, listen, I make sure that I explicitly say, don't do this to somebody. Don't do that to somebody. I don't leave anything up to the fucking gray zone because I want it to be clear. I don't want people to be harassed. I don't want people to fucking, suffer consequences just because I have a problem with them. But with this fucking Tim guy, again, I'll repeat, you haven't encouraged anybody to go harass him.
Wow, Jared, thanks for the 100 things.
God damn, again? Bro.
Oh,
hey.
I would have to go back and check my video. I don't feel like
do you think you're being fair to this fucking guy? Not fair, but I said, like, your community, like, honestly, it's green light. It's green light to go do whatever to him. Like, if I was a fucking viewer and I seen the way that you handled him, right?
Here's what, you know what? Oh, you know what? Here, I'll give you this, okay? This is a big change in perspective that I've had. And because I was trying to figure out like how I missed so much on the Melina relationship stuff and on other friends, okay? Here's a big change in perspective. Let me grant this to you, my child, okay? You can think this way and other people can, okay? I've spent a lot of my time in life, okay, thinking, why is this person doing this bad thing? Why, wait, hold on. Yeah, I've spent a lot of time trying to analyze, like, why are people doing bad things, basically? And instead of doing that, I think what I am changing my perspective to is, like, why isn't this person doing good things? Rather, like, why are you doing all these bad things? Like, the question should be, why aren't you doing good things? I think people need to be more proactive in their life, okay? The Tim guy, like, when I look at the actions that this dude has taken collectively, like, this is the dumbest motherfucker in the universe, okay? Why would you date somebody who is, like, married to a well-known fucking celebrity that, like, blows people up online and then suicide threat to get that person? Like, how would you not be expecting some crazy shit? That in my opinion, not to suck myself off, but the fact that I didn't say shit about this for a month is kind of astounding to me. Like, or 2 months. Like, I don't know how you would ever expect to do that and not have your shit
get.
You're taking
the high road?
I'm not. Yeah, I am. Yeah. Like, if I were to, let's say Leonardo DiCaprio was dating some woman or some who's super active on social media. Fuck, I don't know. Let's say Elon Musk was dating some fucking Grimes again, and I, like, go to Grimes and I start, like, hitting on her, and eventually I'm like, Grimes, you need to break up with Elon or I'm gonna fucking kill myself. I need you in my life, baby. Right? Before I even say that, you better believe that I'm, like, battening down the hatches because I'm ready to go to war with Elon. That would be an expectation I have. That if I'm going to go to the person you're with and I'm going to threaten some crazy shit to get them to, I know we're going to war. I would expect that, right? I think that's a fair expectation. Do you think?
Okay, fucking greatest ego in the universe. Hold on one second.
What part? Tell me what part of that is an unfair or unreasonable expectation.
No, stop. Because we've had this fucking argument. Remember when I told you should fucking expect, to get fucking all that shit for dissing Islam, and then you were like, just because it's expected doesn't make it right. Pretty much that's what you told me. And in this scenario, it 100% applies. The shoe fits, the glove fits. Just because it is to be expected doesn't mean it's right. And I'm pretty sure you're not fucking defending what you're doing to this fucking guy. Am I right or am I wrong? You're not defending it, but
I think it's fair to. I'm never gonna win if you're gonna, like, fall back on the comparison of, like, we can kill people for drawing pictures of Muhammad. Like, that's just a comparison that we're just never gonna.
The guy is suicidal, and you think
what I'm saying is that, like, that if me and Melina, there's two things. There were two futures for me and Melina's relationship. Okay, this is how I justified it to myself at the time when I first leaked stuff, and I shouldn't have, but this is my justification at the time. There's two ways that me and Melina's relationship can go forward. One is we go on a 6-month break. Melina goes and lives with this dude and makes a relationship work with him. I don't see her at all. And eventually people start making videos that, like, I'm getting cucked or, like, we've broken up and I'm, like, in denial. Okay? That's one way that it can happen. The second way that can happen is we announce that we're breaking up or whatever, and then I have to say something from my side, because same story, like, everybody's gonna make videos and blah, 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 blah. So at some point I have to say something, okay? Now, is there any world ever where I make a statement and I say, me and Melina, we just kind of, like, mutually agreed to part ways, when she's, like, now dating somebody that was, like, making suicide threats and being manipulative as fuck to try to, like, get her to date him? Is there any world where I'm not saying anything about that ever?
You could say the facts without fucking painting them in the way that you have.
I'm sorry. How do you
Number
paint
two,
that in a more neutral
wait,
way?
wait, hold on. Even then, I don't think that you necessarily would be forced in this scenario to fucking delve into each and specific fucking tiny detail of why the fucking relationship
Careful. Yes,
just
true.
failed.
However, I didn't dive into the details until Tim gave that interview with the Henry dude. Then it was detailed diving time.
No, I understand, but we're talking about it in the scenarios. You're right. Because in your mind, your justification is, listen, I've done what would have eventually happened anyways. Because in this scenario, this would have went down this way, and it would have caused me to fucking come out with the details, and end result would have been the same. No, the end result would have been the same because in the second scenario, the way that you painted it is incorrect. You could have just came out and said, "Listen, me and Melina are not together anymore. Keep it as vague as possible without necessarily burying her or even him under the bus."
But the vagueness is incredibly damaging to me and incredibly beneficial to Melina and Tim. Why would I be the stan of their relationship and throw myself under the bus for that?
But this was damaging too, by the way. You acknowledge
Wow,
that it
Azure,
was
thanks for the
damaging.
100 gift subs.
You literally
Wait,
just
damaging
said
to
right
who?
now. No, right now, what you did when we were talking about you coming out in the DDG chat, you said, I would argue that I actually received more shit about these people making videos. So you still fucked yourself right now. You're
No. You're on a totally different topic. We can go back to that if you want. But right now, what we're talking about is, should I have just made no statements and been entirely neutral? If I do that, I'm throwing myself under the bus. I'm taking all the heat publicly, and I'm basically serving as like a defender for Tim and Melina's relationship, while they also both trashed me privately behind the scenes. Why would I ever have that obligation?
As opposed to now?
As opposed to now, where I think I've given my side of the story more, yeah, and she catches a little bit more heat, and at least I don't have.
Who the fuck has been flamed? Like, in your, because again, you believe you've been flamed way more than her.
Sure.
So at the end of the day, like.
No. You're misunderstanding.
Really
Wow, good guy creeper. Thanks for gifting 10 subs. Or 20 subs. I was always gonna get flamed. Nothing is changing that ever.
Okay.
So I don't know why you're saying you got it. I'm not getting flamed because no red pillar is ever engaging with the details of my relationship. That's never happening. They don't even care about the details. They just care that we broke up. So
okay, you know what? Let's uncomplicate everything right now and like boil it down to its basics. What I'm trying to say is, you could have probably gone about this in a way that wouldn't have fucking completely smoked that dude, or like fucking made him look crazy, or like not made him look crazy, wouldn't have made him a target for harassment, which I'm pretty sure he is at this point. I am very confident.
But like,
in fact,
why would I?
You agree?
Yeah, I could have. Yeah, of course. But why would I take that on myself?
What do you mean? Just because? Okay, I think you believe that it's either zeros or ones. It's either I don't fucking get this guy to be flamed, therefore I get super flamed, or I get flamed, but he also gets flamed. Those are not the only two options that exist. You know that, right? You could probably have come out with this shit.
The public perception, hold on. The public perception of me and Melina, and a lot of the private perception up until like a month before, because I really never said anything bad about her to basically anybody. The public perception was that I am like this kind of like cold, sociopathic, abusive piece of shit who's like cheated and lied all throughout our relationship. And Melina's kind of like this innocent angel that kind of floats on, and she's a lot younger, and she's kind of been like a victim of mine for a long time. And that she finally got out, and now she's found like a really great guy who like takes care of her way more and is super wholesome and nice, and she got away from me. That was like the public perception essentially of our relationship ending if I say nothing. 100%. Why would I take all that and moving forward publicly given everything that happened? Why would I take that? Why wouldn't I want to say anything publicly at all? You don't think I have a right to say anything at all about what I feel like my relationship was like for the past month or two?
Okay, no. It's not about whether you have the right or not, because at the end of the day, you could do whatever the fuck you want, right? That's one.
Well, no, I'm asking even in terms of like what's like a reasonable, like moral, whatever, like expectation. Was it for me to take that?
I'll answer you, but my answer depends on what your answer to this question is. Do you think didn't you want in the beginning of all of this to protect her from getting buried, your ex-wife? You wanted to protect her from like getting hit too hard, people fucking criticizing, like just it getting messy on her end.
I don't know. I don't know how I felt about that for the past 3 months. There was a brief period.
The cuck video, remember what you said in that
video?
Yeah,
the cuck video happened because there was a brief moment in time where I got flipped again by our couples therapist. Thanks, Azure, for another 100 gifted subs. There's a brief moment in time where by our therapist and by a bunch of mutual friends and other people that I talked to, I got flipped again into thinking that like maybe Melina like does mean the best, and then maybe like I'm actually being like my thoughts and everything around this are too poisoned in a negative direction. and I just need to like disengage from this and chill and let her figure her shit out. I got flipped on that for a few days, but then Melina made another 2 huge mistakes and she flipped it back. So I don't know. I mean, the problem is like Melina and Tim at every single step of the way had so many off ramps to being like decent human beings where it's like, okay, well, fuck it, you know? Like it would have just ended and would have been whatever, right? Like if, let's say Melina and Tim had a conversation before I go to Sweden for her trial, and Melina's like, you know what? I think that my relationship with Tim is way healthier. I think that we don't have as many problems. I like that he lives in Sweden. Thanks, Azure, for another 100 gift subs. I think that like, I like blah, blah, the friend groups, blah, blah, blah. There's a million things. Let's say that Melina messages me and she talks, she's like, we should chat and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, listen, I don't think like, I don't know if our marriage is worth like continuing because of blah, 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 blah. Then I'd be like, oh, okay, fuck it. Then, me and Melina would probably make a joint statement. Be like, yeah, hey, listen, we live apart. It's a lot, divorce, like it is, and relationships end. And that'd probably be the end of it. But both of them, at every single step of the way, made the worst decisions, at least with regards to my well-being. So if they're optimizing for themselves only and making the worst decisions with regards to me, well, why the fuck would I not say anything publicly if I wanted to, like, have some sort of, like, explanation for my side of what's going on? Like, what's the rationale there? Why'd I ever do this?
No. That's fair. That is fair. What I have a problem with is how it looked contradictory, because on one end it seemed to me like you're trying to protect her, or at least in the beginning that you did. You've explained it right now, right?
Yeah, but it changed.
Okay, sure, it changed, but not all the way. It really didn't change all the way. You're still trying to protect it, because if it really changed 100%, you just released a fucking manifesto.
No, hold on. When I say it changed, I mean like there's some information I want to talk about. I don't know if I'll ever be at a place where I want to fucking nuke every aspect of a person. I didn't even do that to Lav or Mr. Girl. I don't know if I would ever do that. I haven't done that to Brittany. There are pieces of information I know about all these people that paint them in a really bad light. But I try not to be vindictive or like, I'm going to fucking bury this fucking person. I don't know if I've done that about anybody. Even with the Capels manifesto, there was stuff that we were going back and forth on, like, should we have this in? Is it worth it? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, fuck it, maybe not, right? Yeah, I'm never at that stage with somebody where I'm just going to fucking nuke and destroy everything. I just want to make sure that my reputation, and unfortunately, because it's a relationship and it's balanced out by both sides, you said it's not zeros and ones. It kind of is zero sum. Unfortunately, if we're at ends with each other, then anything that makes me look a little better is going to make her look a little worse, or anything that makes her look worse probably make me look a little bit better. That's just the nature of how it goes.
Corsa, thank you for the 10 subs, man. I appreciate it. Okay, you know what? I don't even necessarily disagree with you on the points that you just mentioned. And when it comes to her, I understand the fact that just because, you're not necessarily trying to fucking protect her now, it doesn't mean that you're also trying to fucking destroy her. There's a middle ground that exists there, okay? I understand that much. But this fucking guy, to be honest, let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Between me and you, okay? Nobody's watching, right? Just between me and you. Sure. Like towards like these last, I'd say week to 2 weeks, and his fucking like trying to bait you. I don't know why he's trying to bait you, but anyways, trying to bait you into fucking releasing garbage, like whatever the fuck, and like ruining him. Other than that, did this guy really do anything much than like shit in private? Not really. And I know that's what led you to be, because with him, it's not even like necessarily trying to like expose anything. It's just, oh, fuck this guy. Like, I just hope he dies. It's like complete 100%
I don't want, wait, hold on.
maliciousness.
Wait. When you say I hope he dies, it's not like I have a strong like predilection towards his death. It's just like, if you're going to threaten to kill yourself, you might as well do it. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like,
Oh, stop. Why are you... Like, I know you're able to comprehend what the fuck that I'm trying to say, but you're trying to play these sneaky fucking games.
Wait, no, wait, hold on. And listen, if you don't believe me here, that's fine. Like, I can,
Okay.
that's fine. But like, my telling him to kill himself, that's like in response to him like threatening to kill himself. It wasn't like a thing where it's like, I hope this guy genuinely commits suicide. That wasn't just like out of nowhere. What?
Is that your go-to when somebody threatens to kill himself? I just hope you do it, man. Like, just go fucking
Well,
die.
yeah, like when I did the Keffels manifesto, I don't think I ever said like, Keffels needs to kill herself right now, or Bob 7 needs to kill himself right now. I don't think I was saying that for those people. That was just a reference to shit that he had already said about himself. That wasn't like a thing that was like, I hate this guy so much, I hope he commits. That was just like, listen, if you're gonna threaten it, bro, like follow through. Like that, yeah. I mean, like, again, I'm making a very clear argument. If you want to reject this, like, I think that, yeah, I don't think I generally, like, I don't even think I use it as much as an insult anymore because people get so fucking angsty about it. Yeah.
If this guy kills himself, will you feel in any way responsible?
You said it privately and he brought it up publicly? When did I say it privately? What? No, I said it in chat. That's what he's generally referring to.
No. Let me ask you this: if this guy ends up like killing himself, will you ever feel bad? Like, oh fuck, maybe I pushed him too hard, or will you feel like, I just helped him accomplish something that he was afraid to do?
I hope his mom got a good life insurance policy.
See, okay.
No, hold on, wait. I have literally zero concern for this guy as a human being at all. I don't give a fuck about this dude. No, why the fuck would I care?
So you do understand when you come out with it, like in public, it's just super hard for people to not see you as, oh, this is big destiny, like multi-millionaire, fucking 10K plus.
Listen, like you can have the narrative, but like, bro, look at these logs.
It's not a narrative. I'm generally asking.
Look at these logs. What you don't think, like, bro? What the fuck was this guy thinking with as many skeletons that are in his closet? Like, I haven't even done half of the shit that I know about this. Why the fuck would he come at me with these fucking logs in my YouTube chat?
Oh, wow.
Like, if anybody ever deserved to like fuck around and find out, like, how is it not this, bro? Like, come on.
Again, this is after you already did most of the damage. I understand the guy's fucking retarded. I'm not arguing that he's not retarded. I'm not arguing that he's not retarded. I'm not.
Good guy, creepy, next to the particular subs. Yeah, go ahead.
When did these logs come? And lie to me and tell me that it's not less than a week. Lie to me. Tell me it's not less
I'm
than
not lying to you. I think that there were 3 streams, I think. Somebody can tell me I'm wrong. But I think that there were 3 streams I've done on my relationship. I think I did the cuck stream, where everybody expected the big nuke. Then I think Melina played some weird, like, I need 100K games with me. No, it was before that. Then I did a stream where, it was after I got all the DMs from people saying that she was, like, telling lies and shit about me. Then I did that stream. That was the second one. In that stream, that's where Tim was in chat typing these things. Then I did the 3rd stream in response to the Henry interview, and then I gave, like, the most detailed breakdown, I think, of the past 4 months that I've given. But I think I've only done 3 streams on this. These logs from him were the 2nd stream.
Do you feel responsible to tell your community to not go harass this guy or give him a hard time? Just curious.
I mean, I don't think they should, but I'm not going to defend this dude. The fuck? That's not my responsibility.
No, come on. No, don't say that you were doing so good. Wallahi, you were doing so good. No, don't say this. Like, you're usually the guy that's, like, consistent, and I've noticed this, I'm giving you props right now, enjoy it once every year. You're usually consistent even when you're angry. But right now you're like, I don't give a fuck, I don't care. Like, you're pulling the Aiden Ross pretty much.
Okay, I'm just gonna tell you this. I'm sorry. I learned this in my last relationship. If you want me to go find crying drugs, okay, I'll go find something to help me cry on stream for you to take me seriously, okay? But like, this was my 5-year relationship, okay? I invested a lot of time. I invested a lot of money. I invested a lot of years in my life, okay? Because let's say, for instance, I want kids. I'm 35 now. I met Melina when I was 30, okay? So I'm running out of, like, that type of time and any time of young manhood left, okay? I went through this whole marital process, this whole green card process, all the fucking flying and traveling, even on my kick contract where I'm shitting away money, okay, to go and support Melina through this shit. Like, whatever. We can go through the shit, right? For me to have all of that and that relationship to end, okay, fine. For this guy to be in chat saying like, I'm next to your ex right now, like hanging out with her, blah, 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 blah. How would you not expect this guy to be inviting like the wrath of God down on him after making those statements? Like, while I'm live streaming. I'm sorry, but like, bro, if you're not gonna do yourself any favors, I'm not gonna be your own protector. I'm not gonna buy you a fucking vest when you throw yourself around the room trying to kill yourself. Like, this is fucking dumb. He walked right into it. I've never seen a man ask for a public humiliation more than this fucking retard. And the fact that I could provide that humiliation with logs from his own girlfriend to her mutual friends about him, why the fuck would I not do that? Fuck no. I'm sorry, but like, you can't ask for it any harder than this.
Okay. Everything that you just said, right? It's not based in the way that you usually conduct yourself.
Really?
And no, hold on, stop. Let me finish. I understand that you're hurt, and I understand that this guy probably fucked a lot of good things that you had going for yourself.
No, I not at all. That. They're Melina's decisions. Hold on, you're missing the whole point.
Hold on. Okay, I understand. But let me say my piece. You said your piece, right?
Yeah, go ahead, go for it.
The argument that you just used could literally be used by the same niggas that were defending Aiden Ross when he fucking came, and when you came in there and said, I hope his community gets taken down because they're doxing me and they're fucking coming after my family or whatever. And he said, that's good. You're sitting here right now saying, listen, this guy's inviting it onto himself, which could be argued when you were fucking sitting there. The niggas that did that shit to you with the doxing, they'd argue this nigga invited it onto himself when
what
he
was
fucking,
I saying?
Like,
yeah, just to make it analogous. What did I say to Aiden Ross to invite a whole community to try to dox me and my kid?
prior to. First of all, I don't believe that you said anything that warranted your fucking family getting doxxed. And
okay, wait. Do you agree that I could say things that would warrant my family getting doxxed?
No. I don't believe there's ever any justification.
Okay, I disagree. I think there are things I could have said to him. If I was talking to Aiden Ross, we were fighting on stream, and I was saying something like, listen, bro, I hope a DJ you're fucking fine to. Where do you live again? Bro, my fans will kill you, motherfucker. Where does your dad live again? If I was saying some shit like that, and his community started to like... Hold on, I'm just saying... Stop. I'm just saying that if I was saying shit like that, and then his community doxed me, and then if I were to come back, and I'd be like, bro, his community's doxed me, this is bullshit, what the fuck? Then I'd be like, whoa, hold on. You went there. If I went there, then fuck it, then we're gonna fight there, right?
No.
Yeah.
You said say. Say. Not like, let me take action against you and fucking dox your family first, and then if you dox my family first, yeah, it makes sense. Obviously, in that instance, that he'd be justified.
Well, I mean, thanks for the $50. I'm just saying there are things that I could have said that would have made his response like more like understandable. Like, okay, sure.
Other than what you just said, nothing really, because what you just said is pretty much I would dox his family first, so he'd be justified in doxing my family next. But other than that, there's nothing that's actually there that he could.
I mean, I don't know. Like, let's say he was fucking trans, and that was a secret he kept from the whole fucking world, and I like outed him on stage there or some crazy
that
shit.
Still is not a fucking justification.
I'm just saying that there are things. Every insult that I use in relation was like some vague or general or shit related to a stream. Like we weren't getting personal at that. I don't think even personal at all, or very little, right? But I'm saying that I'm just saying that there are steps that you can take to get way closer to that, where if somebody's like, that guy doxed him, it's like, oh shit, what did he do? And it's like, well, you know, he told the whole world that his mom has fucking herpes and she's dying of like fucking brain syphilis, and that was a top secret in the family. Like, whew, well, damn, I mean, holy shit, you know?
You're the same guy that said, hold on, cut.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now you're just being ridiculously inconsistent. You're the same guy that told me there is never a justifier for physical violence over words. And now you're telling me doxing somebody's entire family because they fucking, you know, outed you as trans when nobody knew, or fucking said that your mother had herpes and dying. No, that's equally as fucking barbaric in your fucking worldview, or it should be. But all of a sudden you're sitting here and saying, you know, it actually would make sense if you were to fucking go out of your way and be a fucking demon and dox their entire family who had nothing to do with the fucking shit that they did. If that person were to say that, or you're trans if you're not trans. No, that's not a fucking justify for anything. And you need to understand this, which I don't even know.
I don't even know if I agree. Have I said that said that there's never, I'm saying you probably shouldn't, but like.
Oh, come on, now you're flipping. Oh, nice one.
Wait,
dude.
no.
Can I,
hold on.
Fuck it. Go.
Like you shouldn't do this, okay? Like and you might even say it's morally wrong, and you shouldn't. I would tell people never to do this. But like if somebody told me some black dude beat the shit out of me yesterday, and I'm like, damn, you know, what the fuck happened? All I did was I walked up to him and I said he looked like an ugly N-word. Then I'd be like, okay, bro. I mean, like, yeah. Obviously, you're gonna get your ass beat. But like, if I was friends with the black dude, no, you didn't. You fucking retard. You Somalian wannabe fucking part. This is what you said. No, you didn't. Oh my god, bro. No, you argued. You said Muhammad is like a fucking father to all of these fatherless fucking Muslims out here whose dads are dying to fucking Israeli soldiers. So that's why if somebody makes fun of Muhammad on the internet, I need to go find them and fucking kill them. That's a world of difference, Q. That's a world of difference.
No, it's not a world of difference, and you're putting words into my mouth. Let me fucking clear up this goddamn fucking misconceptions and lies that you're pushing on me. Number one, I literally told you that if you were to make fun of somebody's religion, something that they hold near and dear to their heart, expect consequences. And then you're like, oh, what should it be, like physical violence? I was like, if somebody punches you in the mouth, I wouldn't have a problem with it. And then you said, then you people have no fucking right to be in modern society. And I was like, wait, hold up a minute. Modern society? You're telling me the same society if I were to walk up to some fucking hench big motherfucker and I decided to fucking like press him or like goad him into fucking like hurting me or whatever, saying, oh, your mom's a bitch, I came at his family, and then he hurts me.
Yeah, but remember when you asked me, when you asked me,
it actually makes sense.
Q. Okay, then everything I said before, I lied or I was wrong or I was retarded. Okay?
Exactly. Yeah.
Sure. Okay, there you go. Yes. Okay, correct. Okay, there you go. Okay. So a question you asked me before, and the reason why I take issue with your comparisons is because I would say that just because you make fun of Muhammad doesn't mean that somebody can come up and punch you in the face or blah 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 blah. And then the go-to comparisons that you make is, well, what if you walked up to somebody and said this? Do you understand that there's a difference between walking up to somebody and either saying something about them or to them? It's different than a statement made on the internet and somebody finding you and doing it too. Do you understand that? Do you understand the difference in those two things?
You're hiding behind the internet. You're trying to hide behind the internet, and then you're expecting it to be like a fucking consequence-free zone. That's what you're expecting.
It's not. No.
No, buddy.
It's not about.
No, that's not how life is.
Okay.
it doesn't make it right.
Okay, in that case, then him
always
typing
said
shit
this.
about me in my chat to me, boom, makes it fair game, I guess. All right.
Yeah, but you're acting as though only after he did that did you just go gloves off. You've been gloves off from the beginning.
I don't think you know what gloves off looks like if you think that, but okay.
All right. Okay. First of all, I know you could go harder. That's why I'm finding it
That's
hard
what
to,
gloves
like,
off
simple-
means.
Dickhead, you could go harder, but you're not necessarily going harder. But at the same time, what you're doing is still enough to fucking be warranted as, or like considered as, like, you're condoning this nigga's harassment. You don't give a fuck if your community goes crazy. And you've acknowledged as much.
Okay.
So I don't know why you're trying to paint me as if I'm fucking crazy.
No, okay.
Really.
Take a deep breath. Go back to the very beginning of this. What part should I have acted differently aside from the initial leak?
When you first came out and you were speaking, okay, the initial leak was super massive. So you trying to ignore that because you also fucking spoke about
Hold on. Wait. Am I ignoring that?
No, you said aside from it. So we
why?
can't really
Why?
put that to the
Wait.
side because that's
Why did I?
the fucking
Why did I say aside from that?
Which that's why I'm telling you we can't.
Why did I? Why do you think? Why do you think I said that?
Because you acknowledge that you're wrong.
There you go. So we don't need to talk about that. I shouldn't have said that. So aside from that,
but every other comment, okay, okay, I'll play along. Every comment about this guy should fucking kill himself. This guy is this, that, and third. Each and every single time that you spoke about him like the fucking devil, but never once did you ever tell your community, listen, this is a problem that I have with him. I do not condone or I do not fucking encourage any of you guys to go and fucking harass him. And if you do, you're getting fucking permabanned.
Wait,
you did that with Melina, like with her. You go to your fucking subreddit, you get banned if you even look at her.
That's an above and beyond protection. Okay, I don't need to do that for anybody. I do for Melina because.
But you're the one. No. But in the past, you were the one who said that you need to fucking take explicit action. I swear to God.
Hold on. That's above and beyond thing, and I think you should do that in general. I don't feel that compulsion for Tim. I don't. For Melina, I do. I was with her for 5 years.
So
there's good things about her. Like I'm not gonna sit here like.
If they harass her and all that, if they harass him, excuse me, and all that shit, they're pretty much taking responsibility for it. You're like, yeah, I knew that happened. I don't give a fuck. Fuck him.
Yeah.
That's her.
I don't owe anything. What do you think? I don't owe anything to this other guy. Do I?
Huh?
Do you think I owe anything to him to protect him from anything when he was in my chat shit stirring that hard? Why the fuck would I protect him?
No, hold on. When you're you and he's him, and now you're weaponizing your shit, not necessarily like purposefully weaponizing, because again, you've never said to do something, but you know that they're gonna fucking go harass this guy, and you're willfully being like, whatever, I don't care. I think that goes like a step, like ahead of what the fuck is going on. You know what I mean? You're fucking out here understanding that you got way more power than this nigga. And you're like, fuck it, I don't care. I want to bury him. Yes, it's something that happened in my private life, but I'm going to use my fucking power online to fucking break him. This is some shit that you bitch about, by the way.
Wait, hold on. I'm not even. Wait,
I'm sounding like the bitch right now.
You're not okay.
I don't give a fuck if you fucking bury.
What did I? Hold on. Wait.
What
did I? When have I said I want to fucking bury this guy? We're gonna go full fucking.
Pause. Literally, this entire argument when you were like, this guy ruined my life. When you went on that fucking passionate monologue right now a couple of minutes ago, like.
Hold on. I never even said this guy ruined my life. Hold on.
Not ruined my life, but
let me repeat again. What I said was he came in my chat and decided to go hard. That's on him then. If people go and harass me, I'm not gonna sit here like.
Why you can't know? Okay, that's it. Because you stopped doing that. You stopped going to the shit that he did like literally a few days ago. Because you've been going hard at him prior to that fucking like chat garbage. Like after it, you haven't really done anything that I'm not talking about the shit that you've done after those logs. I'm talking about the shit that you've done prior to them. So those logs hold no significance. And you know what? I'll give you this much.
Which part? Okay, then the question would be like.
On him,
then the question should be, I don't know, what did I say or do that was beyond the line or over the line prior to him shit stirring in chat?
When you don't explicitly come out and discourage your community from harassing him, knowing fully well the way that you fucking brought this guy forth to your community.
He brought himself. Hold on. He brought himself into all of this. Him and Melina did
these niggas know him after before the DGG like spam messages. Did they even fucking know this guy? Like barely knew of him. He was like
him and Melina made their relationship super public. He was on every single stream with her, knowing that she was married to me, while simultaneously threatening to kill himself if she didn't leave me. He made every decision. I didn't out him. It's a semi-public figure, okay, or it was 2 years ago, okay? He's made every step in that direction. He's not where he's at right now by mistake or by chance or by victimness of me. Okay, so no, like
I'm not painting it by somebody that you just brought like completely from NPC territory to now he's a public online figure. That's not what I said. I think now you're having me confused, or you're trying to paint something.
No, you're
that
just
I'm not
like,
painting.
I don't know, like at any point, like what action you would have expected me to take differently. You haven't given me a single one of
Basic.
those.
It's a basic action.
Which,
like
you're
aside-
telling me that
aside
I
from-
need to go, that I need to
aside from
tell my
police.
community, like,
Yes.
hey guys, make sure that whatever you do, you don't go and harass these people that are, no, I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna, like, I don't think they should, but I'm not gonna like start doing work to protect that. Fuck that.
What is work? Hold on. What is work? Just saying it once?
As in making
That's
call outs and enforcing cross-platform bans and everything on people that do it? No, that's not my job. I'm not doing this
If
shit.
people are fucking trying to coordinate this nigga's harassment, for instance, you're telling me you won't.
If
come
I
out
saw
and say,
coordinated
"That's not cool."
harassment, I always ban that. Literally, no matter who it's about.
Okay, sure. There's nothing else to say other than the fact that you.
Is this the gaslighting style Melina using you too? A little bit, yeah. A lot of people do this
no,
weird
fucking
thing.
Gaslighting, stop.
No, because
Stop.
like, hold on. Well, okay, let me see if I, let me, wait, let me, okay, sure. Wait, let me see, hold on. Okay, hold on.
Okay,
Firstly,
go ahead,
okay.
go ahead.
Do you agree that there were 15 different off-ramps that Melina or Tim could have used to not have the situation end up where it is? Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Okay.
The guy, especially the shit that he fucking put out.
Yeah, okay.
The shit that you said, yeah,
Okay.
obviously.
You agree that he's a public figure and I'm a public figure and he knows, okay, that he's stepping into a very public relationship, right?
Stop.
And that
No.
Wait,
Public
wait,
figure,
stop
but,
what,
like,
you fucking
him and
retard?
you, it's not the same. It's not the same, but go on.
What do you mean it's not the same?
It's not the same level.
I didn't say it was the. Did I say it was the same level? You autistic,
but
deaf motherfucker. Did
you're
I say
trying to-
same level?
But when you're trying to put you and him like as equals,
Well, I'm not trying to put us equal. I'm saying we're both public figures, so we know we both have public images and we make money off our public personas. So we're public figures. We understand that drama and all that shit plays out. We all
Okay, go ahead.
Okay,
Go fuck
yeah.
my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, so
Fuck's
we
sake.
both public figures. We understand what's going on, okay? If you were to go to another public figure's significant other and then start using suicide riz to take that person, how are you not expecting some wild shit to happen? Like, of course that's gonna get fucking crazy. The idea that like, I need to be the one, and I run into so many people that do this, that saddle me with this expectation of like, I know that they've done this bad, and I know that they're intentionally trying to fuck you over here, and I know that they're intentionally provoking you, and I know that, but you need to be a way better person and not just ignore it. You need to go above it. You need to tell your community, please don't go and harass this person. You gotta protect them as much as you can, and you gotta blah, blah, blah. Like, bullshit. That's fucking wild, bro. Both of these people, Melina and Tim, made at least 15 different horrible fucking decisions that were backstabby, snaky, and just dog shit human being decisions over the past like 2 to 3 to 4 months. They can live with that. That's fine. And you know what? I shouldn't get salty. And if I was a perfect person, I probably never would have leaked anything initially. I still would have made a public statement, and I still would have thrown both of them under the bus a little bit, because I don't think I should have to carry that with me forever. That's insane. Okay? And like, yeah, did I do it perfectly? No. But like, fuck them. Like, I'm sorry. They had so many different ways to get off of this, and I'm not gonna take like crazy heat for it when I've probably gotten more heat on my own than literally both of them combined. Like, that's retarded.
Holding you up to the standard that you set of yourself. Literally nothing else. I'm not expecting
There's
you to be
never
some
been a
fucking
situation like this, Q, where I have ever been
Okay.
this critical of somebody involved in a situation like this, ever, even remotely.
No. When it comes to the way that you conduct dealing with people, when it comes to your discouragement of harassment, when it comes to the way
Right?
that
You're,
you just
yeah, you
approach
can
situations like
generalize
this.
it, but I have never been critical or
Yeah,
hypocritical.
because I can't. Come on, let's be fair. You can't find exact fucking one-to-one fucking scenarios.
It's not
that
even
fit this
stop
one.
with the Pisco tactics. I'm not looking for an exact one-to-one. I'm asking you, is there a scenario where somebody has gotten severely fucked by somebody in real life and they hadn't made, or they've made like a public statement about it? I'm like, oh, that guy shouldn't have said anything. He should be protected. That's crazy that he said anything about all blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know if have I done this before? Tell
Say
me.
it publicly. No. Say it publicly. Nobody has a problem with you saying it publicly. It's just the way that you said it, by the way. It's just, and not necessarily even, because you handled her well, at least in the beginning, until you just started saying, fuck this bitch, I hope she dies. Or, not hope she dies, I hope she rots in hell, blah, blah, blah. But like,
Hold
you
on, wait,
handled her
Jesus.
well.
I don't know if I said that or not.
You handled her well. Like with her, it wasn't. But with the guy, and again, these are private matters that you're taking into the public, knowing that you got a bigger audience, knowing that you got.
What do you mean? These are private matters.
Was it not private? Most of these things that you like.
None of
in
this is
relationship-
private. Me and Melina are publicly married all over each other's social media. Everybody knows it. Me and Melina were doing like debates together in like relationship
That's not
fucking
what I'm
oriented
talking
things.
about. The
That's fine. I know none
problems.
of it's what you're talking about.
Problems.
Melina and Tim are
The
basically
problems.
publicly together. I don't care. You can say the problems, but all of these relationships are very fucking public. So what do you
It's
mean?
not the
Like,
fucking relationships that I'm talking about. So why do you keep going on? I told you it's the problems. The problems in these relationships is the shit that was private. Obviously, the fucking relationship was public. Use your fucking brain.
okay,
That's not what I'm talking
hold
about.
on. Some of the problems were private. and some of them were very public.
Okay.
But the only ones that were public were only the ones that made me look bad. I don't think I should have to carry that publicly going forward until the end of time, where everybody can make the worst assumptions possible about me because I decide that I'm going to protect both of them when they both fuck me over. Why would I do that? Do you agree? Do you agree that if I would have said nothing the whole time, and then eventually, you know, fucking Rolo or Andrew, okay, that have the mental maturity of a high school girl, okay, that they were to get the paperwork somehow goes public, or Henry, God forbid, gets the paperwork that I divorced Melina, right? And then people start looking retrospectively at our streams, and they say Melina's with this other dude the whole time. What kind of videos do you think they're gonna make? What are the assumptions that they're gonna run with?
I mean, the videos now are terrible. The videos
Answer that question, or I'm firing you from Kick or Keep.
They would have. Hey, relax. Don't do that shit.
Okay,
like
hold
that,
on. I don't know why
shit.
you and Pisco do this. Okay, I need to start demanding people do this. When I ask a question, you need to answer the fucking question instead of doing this weird shit where you answer with a question and then you talk about something totally fucking random. So I'm gonna restate the question. Okay, the question was, what kind of videos do you think they would have made?
Yes, it would have been bad. It would have been bad. Obviously, you fucking idiot. But would have been worse than what's going on already.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay? No, really. Bro, I have seen an infinite amount of videos about you with like fucking 1 mil plus just dogging the fuck out of you. I promise you, if it were to be worse, only slightly, it's already pretty fucking bad. People are like, it's a goddamn fucking parade online when it comes to online relationships. This guy, and again, you trying to argue that I actually took the way that's like saving my face. Not really. You barely saved face in this situation.
Yeah,
Barely.
even if I grant you your retarded understanding of everything. Let's say
Let's say that
you say that. Sure.
Talk straight, you bitch. Go.
Let's say that
Say
I barely saved face. Okay. Let's say that I barely saved face. Okay. If I would have just waited until some fucking random guy discovers the divorce paperwork filed at the Florida court, there would be no way for me to save face. It would just be a disaster in terms of like what my public reputation was in regards to that relationship and how everybody like viewed everything. Like there's no shot ever.
That's all for interpretation. That's just your opinion, and my opinion differs. But I'll say.
Wait. What part of that do you think I'm wrong on? Hold on. Wait, what part of that do you think I'm wrong?
What is factual about what you said? If you just came out and said, yes, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to speak about this publicly, but yes, me and Melina divorced. Again, the reasons are things that I want to fucking keep private.
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
They
Wait.
would have shot on you. They would have shot on you. But okay, so what?
No.
You shot on already.
Oh my God.
Yes.
They would have shot on you. What do you think the assumptions would have been?
Feliz Navidad.
Would it have been worse than what's going on right now?
How do I ban from Kelly? Go ask someone else for your fucking perms back. Sorry. What did you say?
Hold on. Hear me out. Would it have been worse than the fucking image that's already spreading of a fucking like flamboyant dude in a dress, like the fucking most beta looking dude on planet Earth stealing your wife?
Yes, absolutely.
No, okay, can we just agree to disagree?
You can I can think of a million scenarios, and that's fine. Also, listen, you're young and you don't know fuck all about the internet or handling these things, okay?
Don't use the argument. You're young.
You can say that. Listen, I'm sorry, bro. How many careers have I ended with people that have tried to come at me, and you all think, for some reason, you all think you have a better understanding of how this works? I'll give you one scenario right now that would be fucking over. What if me and Melina don't say shit? I file the divorce paperwork. Everything's quiet. Let's say Melina, because this guy is a toxic fucking loser, she breaks up with him in like a month or two. Let's say she ends up like getting together with some ultra fucking Chad Swedish dude. Let's say the paperwork gets discovered in like 2 or 3 months, and then people look at Melina's side like, oh my God, she Chad upgraded. What do you think the comments would look like then? You think they would be better or worse than the comments now?
Stop. You fucked yourself over. That is to be expected. That's literally what everybody would say. Yeah, it's expected. Giga Chad, fucking handsome, great, whatever the fuck. Now it's a fucking downgrade. She left you for a fucking downgrade. That's even worse.
Okay,
that's worse.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Wait, hold on. You can't engage with it. No, you can't engage with it. Don't run away. You're telling me that's not worse? When the fucking goddamn NBA champions lose to the fucking 3rd division bum-ass team versus if they lost to the fucking contenders. Yeah, obviously one is worse than the other.
No.
Stop even
not even close.
Now that's your ego speaking. I'm not even going to engage.
It's not my ego speaking at all. It's just like factually true. Yeah.
How's it factually true?
Because if somebody upgrades to somebody that's like has more of like the traditional whatever fucking masculine blah 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 features, that's like hardcore ammo for you're a loser. The only reason that she was ever with you was for your money or blah blah blah. Like all these things. It would be expected, but the non-expected thing happened partially because I gave a lot of my side of the story. You're okay.
No, you're so cool. Wait, are you stupid?
All right, give me your final thoughts on this. Yeah, give me your final thoughts on this. Yeah.
Okay.
First of all, I just can't believe you didn't want to take the L on that point at least, because that one was clear as day. Number one. Number two, right?
I don't know how you think that their predictions being wrong and then my prediction being correct like makes me look worse.
No. It was your prediction on relationships in general, not your own relationship.
No,
right?
I'm pretty sure there's literally a clip of me on a show laughing and joking with, it was either Brian or Fit or somebody, where they were arguing.
What you're talking
yeah,
about.
they were saying like, oh, are you worried about losing Melina to a gig job? And I was like, no, the only guys that are actually threats to me are usually jobless losers that can spend 20 hours a day talking to my girl. That's like the most threatening dudes. If that's who she ends up leaving me for, that's exactly what I said would happen. All of their predictions was that she was using me for a green card. That's wrong. That she was using me for money. That's wrong. And that she'd upgrade to a Giga Chad that had more money, and all of that was wrong. So if you're saying like, well, it's more embarrassing that all of their predictions were incorrect and you had a decent understanding of like why you're really trying to, if you want to believe, that's fine. Then knock yourself out. That's fine. But respectfully, I know that it would be the exact opposite if that was the like.
All they would have literally said is, we knew this was going to happen. Yes, it's clear as day. Obviously, the man with X, Y, and Z more than this guy would, like, they would have literally, it wouldn't have been even fun because they would have just sat there and said, yeah, we knew this was going to happen. But when they saw the actual guy, because these guys don't really necessarily want to adhere to their principles or whether they were right or wrong, they just want to shit on you. You think they give a fuck if they were wrong? That they thought that she's gonna leave you for a Giga Chat, but she left you for a fucking downgrade?
Yeah,
because
now some of the criticism shifts to Melina. Because some of the flack that she's getting is because of the guys she's saying.
Where's the flack that they gave her? Where?
Literally on the Length for Girth subreddit, on some of the comments, on some of the videos that I've seen, for some of the videos posted, on fucking Kiwi Farms, on fucking LOLcast. Yeah, bro, I read these comments. You don't think I keep track of like what people say about me? Of course there's criticism of Melina. Or people posting that picture of him in the dress all the fucking time. Like, yeah, of course.
For every one criticism of her, there's probably 1,000 more to you.
Yeah, because people are more interested in criticizing me, but I already gave you one example where the criticism of me would have been 50 billion times worse if I wouldn't have said anything. Well, 50 billion times worse. Obviously.
I dispelled that.
You totally dispelled it. Absolutely, for sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna end with this.
Uh-huh.
Right? Don't bitch about standards that you've set for yourself and people hold you up to. Number one.
For sure, yes. I will never again criticize another guy for not protecting his ex and the person that is publicly fighting. Yes, gotcha. Okay. What else?
Thank you. Again, you're coming at this way too fucking emotional. Stop Britney.
Who's emotional? I'm not emotional. I know how these things work publicly, and I know how like everything pans out, and I'm pretty happy with the end result of everything because most of the stuff went about as I thought it would. So I'm actually really happy with everything.
With the end result of this shit.
Yes, I think it went like about as well as I ever could have hoped it would have. Yes, at least so far.
And you don't have a problem if your community fucking smokes this guy and fucking harasses
him. No, they shouldn't. I don't think they should harass a dude or whatever. But like, I'm not gonna sit here and like go out of my way to protect this guy. That's fucking retarded.
Last thing, you keep talking about this proactive approach that you take and you believe is the right one, right? Being proactive. But are you really proactive if you haven't really come out with everything that you need to? Because again, you seem to me like, and you're the one who says this, you're holding back, you're holding back, you're holding back. Why are you holding back on Tim? If you're all about, I gotta be proactive, I gotta come out, control the narrative.
Because my goal, I'm not trying to nuke anybody or be petty and go hard. I just don't want...
What, with Tim after the shit that you sent me? But you keep talking about being proactive?
When all the things that I released about Tim were in response to what?
The shit that you sent me right now of like his messages to you.
Yes, yeah.
And you talking about being proactive. So even that is not causing you to be proactive and coming out and just fucking burying this guy.
I made statements, okay, about some of the things that bothered me in relation to how they got together and how that affected my relationship. And then Tim came out and he said that I lied about XYZ things. So then I came out and I provided more context information around XYZ things. And then I have proof of it. That's it. I'm not nuking him. I'm not unloading every piece of information I have about him. I'm not doing every single thing I can. I'm just like, this is the context for the things that he said. These are the things that bother me. And he said I lied about all these things. If he had never made all of those statements to Henry, I don't know if I would have ever done a third stream.
So his comments really don't hold any weight to you. The screenshot that you sent me, it doesn't really matter. It's nothing to you.
It motivates part of me feeling if I'm justified in making a response, yeah? It's that plus the interview that he did with Henry. If, like, for instance, if he wouldn't have made those comments on my YouTube chat and he would have given an interview to Henry and the interview was like, yeah, me and Melina are together now. Her and Steve had a lot of problems. I feel like what he said about me wasn't accurate and blah, blah, blah.
It was the same. Let's say the interview was the same, but he didn't release those comments. You would have still responded, right?
Probably, yeah. Probably pretty similarly, yeah.
So those comments, why did you send it to me saying he fucking deserves what he has coming his way if they really didn't move you at all? Like it didn't cause you to feel any sort of emotions.
It's just like another thing where he could have made a different decision, and I have no like sympathy for that person. But the thing that I'm like focused on generally is when people call me a liar.
Okay.
But like, if he would have only made those comments and he never gave the interview, and he never made those comments on his stream, and Melina never made her comments on his stream, where they all said that I was like lying about stuff. I'm not sure if I would have went public. Like, if I could mind my friend for information that I was here, because I was talking with her a lot privately, because I didn't know what was okay for me to release publicly, and I was talking to some people about like, do you think I should, blah, 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 and I wasn't actually sure, okay? And I'll be honest with you, okay? Because I am only human, all right? I was super happy when that interview with Henry came out, because I did want to fuck this piece of shit up a little bit because of the comments that he made in chat. But I didn't actually have, I don't think with the comments that he made in YouTube chat, I don't know if people would have blamed me for it, but I don't actually think I had a good casus belli, okay? I don't think I had a good reason to go to war just because of the comments he made in YouTube chat, as much as I thought they were fucking annoying. I don't think I did. But then when that interview with Henry dropped, well, now I can use all the emotional feel from the YouTube comment chats and then the factual information over there, and now I can respond, okay? I'm glad that you did that interview. I'm happy. But okay, I don't think the YouTube comments alone would have justified me doing anything.
Okay, that's fair. So the only reason that you don't fucking bury this guy is you want to feel like you 100% were justified in doing so, and the only way you could feel that is if he fucking comes out first. If
basically,
he lies first.
Yes, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. And like the fucking shit talking, that's just it's the intentions behind him that pissed you off is what you're saying, not the fact that he got to you. It's the fact that he's doing this shit so brazenly. Like, you're like, okay, fuck you. I want to actually fucking like shit on you now, and this is just fuel. Did I get that correct?
Kind of, or like it's all part of like a bigger pattern of behavior that her and Melina at all points in time are acting only with regards to their own well-being and mental health, and they're optimizing for themselves while also simultaneously fucking me over in a lot of different arenas, and that behavior just continued over and over and over and over again. So like, yeah, that's going to factor into how I view the two of them, and then when he makes those same something lying, then yeah, that's going to influence my response to everything. Sure.
Question: If he doesn't come out with like a Henry type interview or like throw out some like fucking statements that are false in your opinion, right? If he doesn't do that, but he just consistently and continuously does what he did in the YouTube comments, and he does them all over the place, would that be enough for you to be like, fuck this guy?
I'm probably gonna I'm probably gonna make snide comments and like slowly up the ante, but I don't know if I'm gonna do like a 1 to 2 hour discussion stream on it. I'm not sure if I would.
Okay. You said her. Is he trans? You said her and Melina.
Him and Melina.
Oh, he's not trans?
I don't think so.
I don't think, bro, you're so fucking like.
I don't know 100%. I haven't fucking got the dude's medical records in front of me.
You really hate that fucking guy. Yeah, because, yeah, every person.
I don't even hate him that much. He's just a conduit for me to talk about some of my relationship. And he said some dumb shit and he accused me of lying. So, of course, I'm going to take that opportunity to.
You know what? Okay, that's fair. Good talk. Good talk. I enjoyed it. I was going to tell you relax, but you know what? In this topic, I think it's fair. Oh, fuck me.
And I shouldn't even... Oh, that's true, too. Apparently, 12 days ago, when I was doing that initial talk, apparently, quote, I'm banning all negative chats about Mel and the other guy. Also, if I see it on Twitter, I'm blocking you there, too. Oh, so in my second video, I even did say this. So you weren't even fucking correct on the facts. Fuck me, dude.
Wait, hold on. Wait, stop. You said it 12 days ago. Fair, I grant you that. But right now, the way that you're speaking was completely different from how fucking lucid and clear you sounded back then. It was different.
It was different. Hold on. Why do you keep saying it's different? Yeah, the facts changed. Melina had an unhinged conversation with me. That's what I wanted you
to say. Yes. Okay, so don't just paint me like I'm a fucking dickhead now. The facts changed.
Yeah, I've already said that. You're not exposing anything. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm bringing it back to that point is what I'm trying to say. Just because I don't want it to end when people just assume, like, oh, this thing, no. I'm acknowledging the fact that, okay, I may have missed that point. But then since shit came out and things got more heated, your opinions changed as well. But it seems to me right now you came back to what you were at or where you were at 2 weeks ago. And you're like, you know what? Fair. Don't shit on this guy. I'll ban you. I assume you'll still do those things, right? I assume. I don't know.
No, I don't give a fuck about him.
Okay, you won't do those things. You know, listen, I truly don't give a fuck about the guy. I don't care what you do. To me,
well, I don't know. When I made that statement in that video, I don't know if he was already making all those comments in my chat or not. But no, at this point, like, as hard as he wants to, like, fight publicly on everything and how much he lied about everything in that fucking interview, no, fuck him. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to go out of my way to protect this guy while he's, like, trying to trash my name, my integrity, on whether or not I'm a fucking liar. No, why the fuck would I do that?
Okay, before I leave, quick prediction. Within a week, you're going to release that manifesto.
Really?
Yep.
Let's see. Yep. Let's see. Here are my predictions about things are going to go. And if I reveal it publicly, I wonder if it'll influence it, which would suck for me. But I personally, I don't think Melina wants to talk about any of this at all. Okay, because that's just not her content. It doesn't make her look good. It's just bad for everything. So one, I think that if Melina does talk about it, which I'd be surprised if she really does, if she does, I think she's going to allude to some very general problems that me and her had, and then say that she's happier or better with where she's at now, that she thought that in the relationship I was, she might say abusive or something, or lied and cheated or whatever like that, but it'll be like very touch and go. It'll be like 5 or 10 minutes maybe, if she does anything at all, and then she'll move on. And I think Tim has now realized that he probably needs to shut the fuck up, because one, he's got skeletons in his closet from before I even ever knew him, and two, now he realizes that I know a ton of shit about him, and ever trying to challenge me publicly and shit was fucking retarded. So I don't think Tim will say anything else about it. If Melina says anything, which I don't think she will, I think it'll be a very, very short briefing. That's my prediction. I don't think there will ever be a reason for me to have to come out and leak a whole bunch of other shit, or like have a whole bunch of other conversations or blah 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 anymore. I don't think that's gonna happen. That's my prediction, but who knows?
Wait, but you didn't give a timeline. You think, like, if they were going to come out and say something, would it be within a week, 2 weeks? Just throw out a random number, goddamn.
If Melina was gonna say anything, it would be this year, would be my guess. I don't think she's going to want to dig this up 2 or 3 or 4 weeks from now, especially because especially after the new year, I think because she's still probably getting comments on her social media with people like saying dumb shit or whatever. I think she's going to, once that dies down, she's not going to want to open that up again or dig that up again. Why? What does she have to gain from any of that? Like, again, we have like community crossover or anything else.
So 1 week. And how many, because at this point, like, is it one more thing till the manifesto gets released? 2 more lies? 3 more lies? Like,
I don't think I'm ever like doing a full-on fucking, dissection of my relationship. I don't think that's ever gonna happen.
So you're never gonna release that manifesto? Never.
Never. Unless she wants to manifesto me. But like, no, I don't think that's ever gonna happen. I think that, the only thing I care about, and if Melina and Tim want to talk shit about me, okay, here's the thing, okay. If you want to talk shit about me, sorry, I fucked up in the relationship, or I made problems, or I lied, or cheated, blah, 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 okay, fucking knock yourself out. That's fine. Just don't call me a liar. That's the only thing that triggers me. Just don't call me a liar, okay? Call me a cuck. You can say that my dick was too small. You can say literally whatever the fuck you want, okay? I'm a horrible father, whatever the fuck. I hate my parents, whatever. Say anything you want. I'm a gusano, whatever the fuck. I don't care. Just don't call me a fucking liar. If you call me a liar, then I'm going to respond, okay? Otherwise, play ball, have fun. That's the only thing I care about.
Hey, that's something you've been consistent on this entire conversation. I'll give you that much. Okay, just don't lie. Speaking about lying, you going offline right now?
Do what?
You going offline?
Yeah. Wow, you looking for that fat host?
Yes. Can I get the host?
I'll think about it, okay? Yeah, I'll look at it, okay?
Okay, all right. Take care, man.
I love you. Be careful. Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Jesus.